out of breath. I'm trying to be quiet. But basically, my room is a mess. My craft room, at least. I started cleaning up a little bit right here, but I need to do all the rest of this. But I need to tear that down, take that outside, figure out where to put these guys, and just need to declutter this space altogether. That's all trash. It's all scraps I can't use. That's more scraps I can't use, and there's a whole lot of stuff on the floor. I can put some of it in the closet, so we'll do that real quick. But let's do a little time lapse. Okay, I'm frustrated. First of all, I have my geology final today, and our professor is the actual worst. I won't say their name or anything, but they're the actual worst. Like, instead of actually teaching us good, they're like, take the practice quizzes online, and I take the practice quizzes, and I don't know what it's talking about because they're a terrible teacher. I'll rant about it more later, but I'm cooking my lunch, and I ran out of paper towels, and I got frustrated, so I'm getting more paper towels, so get my lunch prepared. But I'm nervous for my final today because I don't think I know half of what's on it. I just took the dumb practice quiz and I failed every one of them. I just need to calm down and get my lunch ready so I can stay focused and everything. And also I've been having some grumblies. Who else likes crushed ice in the audience? Crushed ice in the audience. Whoops. Spilled some tea all over the floor. That's fine. But yeah, I'm just frustrated. But I need to get through this. After this, I'll be done, hopefully with geology. But if I'm not, I can find a better professor. Hopefully one that actually teaches. Hopefully one that I'll understand. But in recent news, I got a package of squishies from Jesus, and I want to repaint them. Here's some that I want to repaint soon. This one looks familiar from a Maria Elizabeth video. Little ice cream. Can decorate that soon. Little bun and another bun. And this is the next doll I'm going to be working on. Can y'all guess who this is? Probably not. But you'll see. Ooh, this is actually perfect. I didn't even realize. But yeah, need to work on her soon. I'll work on her after I'm done with school. By the way, today's my last day and I'm excited. What day is it? Let me see before I feel like I'll let you go. It is, hold on, the 14th, May 14th. Last day, and tomorrow I actually have a counseling appointment because my mental health isn't very good right now. It was worse a few days ago, but now it's getting a little bit better. But yeah, counseling is important, and where I go to school, they offer free counseling for students and everything, for students enrolled. So I'm gonna go to my appointment tomorrow. I won't bring you with me because that's weird, and also I don't think I'm allowed, and also that's weird. But lunch is done. I'm gonna eat it and I'll go to class, and I'll tune in later. Okay, school's officially done. I'm very happy about that. Now it's time to clear up my backpack and get rid of stuff I don't need. Yes, I had 2 backpacks because one backpack wasn't enough, and also I had different classes on separate days, and it was too much to fit in one backpack, so I'm gonna put everything away. You wanna watch? No? That's fine. I'll be back. Hello. It is May 27th. It's been way too long since I vlogged. I was kind of in that rut again where I didn't want to vlog anything. And, yeah. Anyway, what's happening today is Jesus and I are going to see Detective Pikachu. I know it's been out for a little bit, but we wanted to see it, and yeah. It's kind of like a whole family get-together thing. Jesus' family is going to see Aladdin, and we're going to see Detective Pikachu. I kind of want to see Aladdin too, but I don't know. I haven't seen the original Aladdin in so long, and I kind of want to watch it first so I remember what happens. But yeah, right now we're just going to Jesus's for now. Trying to think of what else to say. Excuse me. I was thinking for the vlog channel, I don't really know what I want to do with it. I kind of want to have it stick to vlogs, but I kind of want to have it be like the channel for all my other hobbies other than doll customizing, which is what my main channel is. And yeah, like I want to get into soap making, but I need to get supplies and everything for that. Keep doing vlogs. What else? Like other crafting things, like I like sewing and everything. Thrifted transformations or like thrift flips. Once I like get to go to a thrift store sometime, I'll probably do like a thrift flip for a thing I want for a thing. Because I've seen a lot of thrift flips all over YouTube, and I want to do it. I mean, obviously I've gotten things from a thrift store and kind of altered them a little bit, but I kind of want to do more of it. But yeah, we'll figure that out later. Twitch streaming. I've been trying to do that, but with like, I don't have my own things to do Twitch streaming, so I can only do it whenever I go over to Jesus's, which isn't like every single day. It'll be easier when we have an apartment, but I need to find a job first. Oh, also, I was thinking about doing Fiverr, which is, you guys know what Fiverr is, I'm sure, but I was thinking about trying to do something like that for a job. Just like little basic things like digital drawings and stuff, because I don't know if you can like sell, like, I don't know if you can like mail things to people. I don't know if it's just online only. But yeah, I'll see what I'll do more research about that and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what's happening today. I'll update you later on, so we'll see you later. Hi, what you doing? Thank you. We just watched Detective Pikachu. What did you think?
Are you gonna make me go to the whole rant again?
Do you want to do spoiler alert?
Yeah, there's gonna be spoilers on this one.
Spoiler alert, skip to this time signature to skip this.
It's gonna be an entire marathon if I have to do that.
Okay.
Now, Detective Pikachu.
You want to hold this and explain while I like start driving somewhere, because we're going to
go eat somewhere. We need some food. I need to fix the camera.
We can do that later. Or now, if you want.
I don't know how this camera even works. Good job. I'm sorry, Pete. Sorry. Okay. So, Detective Pikachu. before I give my whole rant about it, and yes, it's a rant. What was your opinion on it?
I enjoyed it. There were some parts where I was like questioning, like, but I thought it was pretty good.
Look,
from other people's perspective online, they said it was cheesy and kind of bad, but they liked it. I think I liked it.
Okay. So once again, before we go any further,
last chance for spoiler alert.
Yes, last chance. If you're not gone, you've been warned. So, the movie itself. Let's talk about the base. The Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
The Pokemon, I personally think, if there were in real life right now, they have a very close chance of looking just like that. As gross as some of them look, that's how they would look. And to be honest, I think that if we lived along with them, that grossness would fade away so quickly. You would look at them and be like, okay, yeah, Lickitung, not the prettiest of Pokemon, but I think I could get used to a Lickitung.
By the way, where do you want to eat real quick?
I don't know, you can choose.
Okay.
We're in a very Asian part of the area.
Want Korean barbecue or?
No, I don't want a Korean barbecue.
Want McDonald's?
No. Let's look for a restaurant, like a good restaurant.
Well, what kind?
Well, you have a phone.
Okay,
I'm
you
vlogging.
continue. You continue. I'll look it up.
Okay, show me occasional ones and I'll answer.
Do you have a food you want?
I could literally eat anything, babe.
Okay. Just saying, I'm not that hungry, so let's go. I want to somewhere light.
Okay, so Pokemon, they look good for how it is. If there were actual Pokemon, realistically, right now, I think I would enjoy their look. On the other hand, some Pokemon were just outright terrible. And not because of the way they looked, but because their sizing. Now, like every animal in the world, there are bound to be different sizes between the same Pokemon. You could find one that's absolutely tiny to one that's huge. Some of these Pokemon, although when relative size to a normal human, which would be about 5'3", were larger than most. And you can also tell that a lot of them, a few Pokemon were overused. What I would get at is like Pidgeots or Pidgeotos. I couldn't tell because they flew by the screen very fast. Joltex, they were used a hell of a lot. For a Pokemon that's supposed to be the size of your two fingers, like this small, they were about that big. Granted, it makes sense, so they show up on screen, and how you're supposed to display a Pokemon that small. They were literally the size of ticks. And I get it for sake of showing these Pokemon off that they needed to be a bigger size, because just because you have a Rattata that's about a foot tall, which is a decent size, they had no problems with that. But it would be like a couple of Pokemon that I know were a little bit bigger than they needed to be. That was my only complaint about Pokemon itself.
Does this place look good?
You want to try tofu?
Tofu?
Tofu.
Want to get some tofu?
I want to try that Sonic instead. I think that's more your thing.
I've had Sonic for like 2 days in a row. Okay, let's go to Sonic.
No, tell me.
No, what was the day before yesterday? Thursday. Wednesday, my mom was like, I want to have Sonic for dinner. I was like, okay. And then Thursday, I was like, I want to have Sonic for lunch. And I was like, okay. I said okay to myself. But I don't mind Sonic again. I promise.
Okay, so you want something light from Sonic. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, at some other point, we'll find somewhere else to eat fancy.
Okay, I'm gonna drive on to Sonic, so you'll have some cool scenery.
Okay. Starting out, the actors themselves, especially the again, you're in the reporter area, so I'm making sure you know this. The reporter girl, I don't like her acting. It's a very nitpick, but the way she acted seems so forced. It kind of ruined the scenes. And the main character, Tim, he felt so lifeless, and I understand why he did. I understand why he did feel dead inside. You know, the whole parent thing, but it didn't seem right. It didn't seem like it needed to be like that. Though that's my own complaint. You can take it how you want it. Let's move on to the scenery. There's a part in the movie that made me feel really bad.
Which one was it? Oh yeah,
the whole Torterra scene. First of all, it was foreshadowed in when they enter the thing, when they're talking about the Torterras and how they look regular size, and then the whole scenery turns out to be Torterras. Yes, I get that the idea from that, but the size of them compared to how far the characters would have to have ran out of the building would have been miles. They would have to have ran that mile before those Torterras woke up. I logically do not see them running literal miles from that building and then finding their way back to that area. I would have been lost. You would have been lost. Anybody naturally would have been lost getting back to their vehicle. You were juggled around. You were far away from areas that you don't even know. How are you going to possibly find your way back before nighttime?
Especially when she's like, meet me at the car.
Yeah, just meet me at the car, randomly. How do you know where it is? You don't have a map. You don't have anything that's going to help you. Maybe it's the GPS on their phone, but they never state that. They never state anything other than meet you back by the car. It felt unrealistic in a movie about talking and Pokemon. They're not even animals. I can't even say that.
And especially with like the Torterra, seeing when they were like little mountains, I thought they were gonna like walk around a little bit, but they were literally just like, went back to bed.
Yes, they woke up, took like, I don't know, 20 minutes to go and then they go back to sleep. I get it, they're huge, but it felt like a whole wasted time. It felt like a wasted amount of time.
Yeah.
You could have been doing other things. You conveyed it through the fact that they were actually the mountains. I get it. But it just seemed like it dragged on a little bit too long for me. The whole twist at the end, I don't even know how I feel about that. That was obvious.
Oh yeah.
For me, it was obvious. And you know this because I have actually seen gameplay of Detective Pikachu. So it kind of ran the course of, you kind of went with the plot of the game, but not entirely, liberties and all of that. Which, fair enough. Not everybody's played the game. It wasn't really fair. It wasn't really that popular. But it just seemed. It seemed like not a lot of writing was put into it because the writing was already done. Now let's talk about the good parts. The Pokemon looked amazing. I really liked them.
Which one would you say was your least favorite, or like which one was the worst looking or weirdest looking?
Mr. Mime at the same time looked the best. I think he looked really like what Mr. Mime would look, despite the dodgeball shoulder pads it has, little things, whatever you want to call those. That just straight up looked like the texture of a kickball, and I thought that was a little funny. And expressions and its facial expressions, it was a really funny character. But Mr. Mime does talk. Mr. Mime has a voice.
He says, "Mr. Mime." That's it.
Now, as far as I know, he only does that in the cartoon.
Mr. Mime.
But my favorite, and it's a personal choice, I really absolutely like the Gengar.
I thought the Gengar was a little weird, but maybe that's just my weird preference.
And that makes me sad also, that there was only, from my perspective, what I've seen, and I was looking very hard, there was only one Ghost Pokemon shown. And as a Ghost Pokemon trainer, that kind of makes me sad. A lot of the airtime was given to repeated Pokemon. A lot of Squirtles, a lot of Charmanders, a lot of Bulbasaurs.
Those are the classics.
You know, you got like one Snorlax, and you have a lot of these random Pokemon. When I say that, I legitimately mean they were random Pokemon. You had some Alolan Klefkis.
I didn't see those.
The things that were flying in the air that look a little circle with flowers.
Those things.
Those were Alolan Klefkis.
Okay.
You had a lot of Alolan Pokemon too. I say a lot, but just like, yeah. You had like random Pokemon that you were okay, yeah, they're there. But I felt like they could have squeezed in a lot more Pokemon, which would have been a lot more time. I get it, but they could have done it. And it's a really hard thing to talk about, because I could go on for a very long time, and I've already gone for a very long time just talking about the Pokemon themselves. And I even got into the story. The story.
Ooh.
Wow. I like the story because I already know it. It doesn't make all the sense. And the biggest twist is the fact that they still use Ryan Reynolds at the very end of it as the dad. Spoilers. Already told you. Yes.
Was the dad the whole time.
I already knew it. I already knew Pikachu was a dad before I even watched it. Again, it's from Detective Pikachu, the game. You kind of realize that like very early on when he starts talking about how his dad likes coffee.
He has the coffee addiction.
Yeah. And when it showed him on screen, my first thought was, yeah, I could. Danny DeVito would have been funny as the voice, but he wouldn't have made a good look for the dad.
Yeah.
And it saddens me to say that, but if it was Danny DeVito playing as Detective Pikachu's voice,
That would have been great.
I thought it would have been funny. It would have fitted because he's a detective. Detectives are just... He just has a voice for it. But I gotta say, Ryan Reynolds, good job. Really too serious for me at the very end.
Best.
What I have not talked about yet? I talked about the Pokemon. I talked about the acting. I talked about the story and how it's okay.
Is there anything else to tell?
Shoot. The credits. The credits.
They were cool.
They were amazing to me. The fact that they turned the characters from the movie into the Pokemon trainers and stuff like that you would see in the games was really great. I love the art style they did with that, and kudos to that. That was an amazing effort, and I thought that was really funny. Now, the last thing I would like to talk about the flow of the movie was kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
It seemed like they didn't. How long was the movie? About an hour, 2 hours? We got there at 2:20.
I was in the bathroom and I checked at the time and it was like 4 o'clock. Which is weird because when we saw Endgame is 3 hours. I didn't have to pee one time during it. I went before and after, but I didn't have to pee any time during that. Halfway through Detective Pikachu, I had to pee. And that's how I normally am with other movies, which I'm surprised I lasted that long with Endgame. I don't know, maybe I was just excited for it, but I was kind of excited for this one too, but...
I didn't even use the restroom at all.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to tell you that.
TMI, but they could really shit, I guess.
If I had to give this movie an overall rating, I would have to legitimately and honestly give it a 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
And I don't give movies high regards. The movie is beyond perfect. It really needs a lot of help. But
for what it was good.
For what it was really good. And it had me in the very beginning. I avoided it, but I was tearing up.
From what?
Because as a kid, this is the kind of thing I wanted in life.
Aww.
I wanted to feel like Pokemon could be a real thing. That the relationship between Pokemon and human were a possible thing. Where even despite how weird they would look at times, they were still cool. They were still amazing, and they were still something I really wish was a real thing. And this movie brought a little bit of that dream to life, and it made me feel happy. Now, when I first saw the trailer for it, I was kind of skeptical because of the obvious. Are you sure you want to do this? Do you really want to make this a movie? And I'm kind of glad they did, but I also wish I was more prepared for it.
What do you mean?
I avoided spoilers like a normal person who would watch a movie. As much as I would love to have looked at like parts of it online, I guess I just wasn't ready for something like this. It hit me so hard. If they made a next one, if they made a part 2, which I don't know why they would, that wouldn't. I mean, I guess you'll show him getting his partner and all of that, but it wouldn't be Detective Pikachu. It would just be Pokemon Detective. I would love to watch one. It saddens me that as much as I have heard from some people saying the art style was really bad, to how everybody judged it before it was even they even watched it, because we all did. In our hearts, we saw the movie and thought this possibly couldn't look as good as everybody wants it to. And if you were skeptical, you probably still had your doubts when you started watching the movie, but you kind of get swept into it, and it wasn't an emotional roller coaster for a lot of people. I heard people laughing and all that, and some scenes they were great. The only scenes I think that could have been, kind of not there were the scenes where Ryan Reynolds was like saying things that didn't feel right for a Pikachu to say, and that's the gag of it. He says something about finger.
Whoops.
Oh,
Whoops.
you're going in there.
This way. That was a mistake. I took the wrong turn. What?
Yeah, that's in the.
Sorry.
People.
I made a mistake. I'm not gonna do all the time.
Okay. It's fine. I probably would have done the exact same mistake.
Yeah. Okay. One more thing. Do you want to talk any more about Detective Pikachu?
I mean, let me finish this part up.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds, when he was talking about like how adorable he was, like, people always want to touch the Pikachu, and then he mentioned something about a finger. I flew over my head at the moment because I wasn't really thinking about it. Of course, a lot of people picked up on it, and I was like, okay, I get it. It's technically not an adult movie.
How do you get in the Sonic?
You do U-turn and you just go right in.
Great. I love it when I have to do that. I could have gone. Okay, we're almost there. Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, what do you give it?
I give it like a 7-8 out of 10. Mostly because I didn't grow up with Pokemon, so I didn't feel so nostalgic about it. I recently gone into Pokemon, and I'm not like passionate about it, but I feel like if I grew up with Pokemon and had it as a kid and I was excited to see it, I would be like 10 out of 10 or whatever. But I thought it was pretty good, but I don't know. Something about it didn't feel so nostalgic to me. But I still think it was good. But one more thing I wanted to mention. Before Detective Pikachu began, we saw the trailer for Sonic. I didn't see it online earlier.
No, I've seen the Sonic trailer.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Anyways, after the movie was done. Okay, I don't want to avoid it. Yes, the Sonic trailer was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And this is.
I didn't realize Eggman would look so hot. I mean,
you know who plays Eggman?
No.
Jim Carrey.
Oh.
You heard it here first. She likes Jim Carrey. I can't compete.
I don't know.
I'm not white.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, Eggman's supposed to be flat. He's supposed to, I don't know, look like an egg.
Yeah,
of course, I guess they couldn't really get a character to do that, but I mean, it's Jim Carrey. He probably could have.
Yeah, but also Sonic looked terrible, like everyone else said.
Yeah. Now that's the trailer before they're going to remake it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they still showed it.
Yeah.
They should have just taken it out.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that is it for this very long discussion about Detective Pikachu.
And also, some kid threw away this popcorn tin Jesus picked out of the trash and was like, where are you going to throw that away?
Yeah, I can use this as a trash can.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's actually it. We're going to go to dinner now. We're going to do something. We'll see you later next scene. Hello. I'm not sure if this is on me, but what day is it? It is June 4th. I haven't vlogged in, but today should be a kind of exciting day. First, Jesus needs to come over to my house, record a voiceover. I'm working on a doll at my house, so maybe you'll see that. I need to upload my video today. Make my video public today for my main channel. What else? I'm gonna go to a store to see if they're hiring. What else? not sure. We'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, that's the plan for today. They're like building lights over here, and I don't know why they already have some lights right there. But that's fine. What was I gonna say? Oh, I've kind of been in a little rut lately where, again, not surprised. I'm always kind of in a little rut where I don't want to do anything. I feel unmotivated and stuff. But I'm kind of getting out of it again. I always say that, but then I just go back into it. But I don't know, something about summer vacation, having a break from school, that's like motivating me a little bit. But the reason it wasn't motivating me before was because my mom was pressuring me to sign up for classes for next semester already when I just got done with the last one. It was dumb. We're past that now, and I can kind of relax, but not really, because at the same time they're like, you should get a job, but also go to classes. But I'm doing my best. Excuse me. Right now I'm heading over to Jesus so we can go back to my house and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you when he gets here. Okay.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, so Jesus is reacting to something that happened to my face. I got my eyebrows threaded for the first time. I've got my eyebrows waxed before, but this was way different, and I kind of like it better. But you want to turn to me or something?
You gotta take your glasses off.
Hold on, let me turn on my car so we're not boiling in the heat.
Yeah. I don't know what that was. You
Okay.
can edit that out.
Okay. Here.
Okay. Oh.
What? What do you think? You're a little thin, but that's fine. They grow back. Hi.
As you can tell, her eyebrows are a little red.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're getting waxed and threaded and stuff. But the actual shape, they're okay. They're kind of lines, but they have a little tail to it. Also, Jesus is adjusting the tripod. But what do you think?
I mean, they missed the hair right there. Oh, never mind, it fell off.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I touched it, went.
But what do you think?
It looks okay. I don't understand what it is.
Basically, I think what it is you take a thread and you twist it in a certain way, and then it like gets all the hair, and then you tug it out. It felt like, what it felt like is when she did the thing, I could feel every eyebrow hair being plucked out.
You see like a little bit right here. No, right, it's gonna probably fall out. No, it looks like the very tips. I guess a little bit of adjusting would be.
I need to like shave them myself and like put makeup on them to make them look better. But they're kind of red around the sides because that was my first time I got them threaded.
And as you can tell from me, I have no work done ever.
Would you like to?
No.
I think you need to experience that.
No, what I want is I just want someone to rip it out of my face.
No.
So I no longer have eyebrows.
Babe.
And then I can paint on my old eyebrows and make them look little circles.
But yeah, first eyebrow threading experience, pretty good. It's different than waxing because with waxing it you can kind of feel it all going at once, but with this one you can feel every individual eyebrow hair being pulled out. And also it took like, how long did it take? Like,
it didn't take that long.
Like 5-10 minutes. It was pretty fast.
It took about 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Maybe 5, I don't know. But with waxing, I get mine waxed at Ulta, and they take like a good 30 minutes. So it was way faster and cheaper. That was $5. I don't know what the traditional cost of waxing, of threading costs, but $5 is a good deal.
It's not like they're using much of a material. They're
Yeah.
just using string.
Yeah. And also it doesn't take much time, so $5 seems like a fair price.
That depends on the person.
Yeah.
If you're an artisan in your group, I'm pretty sure you can charge much more.
Yeah. But still, that was fun. It was interesting, but still fun. Oh, you want to tell them about our Subway experience before that?
Oh, she's trying to spill some tea. Everybody get out of the room.
Ooh. Basically, we went to Subway before this because I was hungry. I got a sandwich. As for pickles, he put on like 3. No, he put on like 7. Like, it's not enough in my standards. And then when I asked for oil and vinegar, he took the vinegar and went...
And soak the bread.
Yeah, he soaked the bread to where it tasted just like vinegar. And Jesus took a bite and he was like, ah!
Yeah, it was too vinegary. I felt my insides becoming pickles.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he was trying to make up for the lack of pickles by making you pickled.
I guess.
They had a s'mores cookie. It was okay, but it's really super sweet.
Yeah.
I got a headache from it.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me? Or, hi. Hi.
Okay. So
Okay,
yeah,
I think we're done for right now. We'll see you later next scene. Bye.